Hello, welcome to BibleTalk episode 22. We continue our Dark Souls playthrough. And actually, this time I wanted to talk about other cultures. Because, if you read the Old Testament and stuff, God constantly says to Israelites, watch out for other cultures. Don't get influenced by them, because the other cultures, they sacrifice their children. Um, they sacrifice their children. They did other explicit acts, and you know the, so God said, don't have any part of that. But we find out that the Israelites did get influenced by it, and that's what causes them to sin like that. Even from the point where they're in Egypt, they're influenced to a point where they didn't want to stop being Egyptians. They constantly worshipped other gods. They never fully gave themselves to God. That, and that continued all throughout their history. But God still honored his commitment to them. But then, if you continue looking through the Bible, and you look at this commitment and stuff like that, it says don't. Well, let's hold up a bit. Let's look at it from. So how do we interpret that ourselves? You know, because we got to look at it. Everything from the Bible could be a lesson learned for us. So what's the lesson we can take from that? It's so hard. Wow, let's look at it and let's think about it a bit more. It's like not getting like if we just take it as straight, not getting influenced by other cultures. You know, in a modern day society where other cultures are completely around us, and we have multiple cultures all living in the same area, and it's kind of hard to tell the line where one culture begins and another ends, doesn't it? So how do you, in this modern day and age, not get influenced by other cultures? You know, I think it all comes down, really kind of boils down to, is this culture, um, well, is this thing in the culture, does it interfere with my relationship with God? That's what I think it boils down to. It's like, at some point, gaming got in the way of my relationship with God. And I had to check that. I had to cut back on what I was playing and stuff like that. But that might not be something that you need to check. You know, like the culture about nowadays of getting all the money you can, get as much money as you can and stuff like that. And, you know, is also something that can hinder us. So we've really got to try and discern what the culture is actually bringing and, you know, asking us to do. You know, because there's not many cultures. There are probably some that want you to sacrifice a child. You know, I bet there's some somewhere. But they're not as blatantly offensive as that. But I think, And I think one thing that we have to be aware of is we can't be influenced um, by the culture, but we're supposed to try and influence it as well, and that and understanding how needs people with wisdom and understanding of the cultures that they're in. So we're not supposed to be part of it, but we're supposed to try and influence it in a way that brings about glory to God. You know, I think that can be quite a difficult balancing act. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do with this channel was not just influence. Like I didn't want to be an influencing force. Like everything's an influencing force. So yes, I wanted to be an influencing force in the like, in the gaming community, but I want it to be a place where people can come and talk about the Bible and battle with what it says and how that applies to them. So yeah, I hope this has been interesting for you. And if you have any suggestions for the videos, let me know in the comments. So have a good day. Bye.